Tricuspid stenosis. Tricuspid stenosis, TS, is equal to narrowing of tricuspid valve orifice, impeding right atrium right ventricle blood flow. Hemodynamic significance, valve area less than 2 cm square, normal 7 to 9 cm square. Isolated TS is equal to less than 5% of all valvular lesions, almost always associated with rheumatic mitral valve disease. Etiology: rheumatic heart disease, greater than 90% cases. Other causes: rare carcinoid heart disease, infective endocarditis, ear lesions, congenital tricuspid stenosis, right atrial tumors compressing valve, prosthetic valve degeneration, systemic lupus erythematosus, rare. Pathophysiology: obstruction at the tricuspid valve increases right atrial RA pressure, leading to systemic venous congestion. This reduces right ventricular RV filling and stroke volume, decreases pulmonary blood flow and left ventricular LV preload, and ultimately lowers cardiac output. Hemodynamic hallmark: the right atrium to right ventricle diastolic gradient is greater than 5 mmHg. The mean tricuspid valve gradient on echocardiography is greater than 2 mmHg. Tricuspid stenosis often occurs with mitral stenosis, which can make diagnosis more challenging. Hemodynamics: normal TV area, 7 to 9 cm square. Mild TS, greater than 2 cm square. Moderate TS, 1 to 2 cm square. Severe TS, less than 1 cm square. Mean diastolic pressure gradient across TV correlates with severity. Prominent or wave NRA pressure tracing. Clinical features. Symptoms: fatigue and exercise intolerance, decreased cardiac output, abdominal discomfort, bloating, early satiety, hepatic congestion, peripheral edema, ascites. Signs: jugular-venous distension with giant O wave, hepatomegaly, tender, ascites plus pedal edema, murmur, low-pitched diastolic rumble at left lower sternal border, increases with inspiration, Carvalho sign. Differential diagnosis of diastolic murmurs: mitral stenosis, apex, opening snap, TS, LLSB, increased with inspiration, atrial myxoma, tumor plop, variable intensity, Austin Flint murmur, from severe AR. Investigations: ECG, right atrial enlargement, peak P waves in 2, 3, AVF. Chest X-ray, right atrial enlargement, prominent SVC shadow. Echocardiography, thickened, doming tricuspid valve leaflets. Decreased valve area. Doppler, mean diastolic gradient more than 2 mmHg. Right heart catheterization, elevated RA mean pressure. Diastolic gradient across TV. Complications: right-sided heart failure. Atrial fibrillation leads to thromboembolism. Hepatic congestion leads to cardiac cirrhosis. Coexisting left-sided valvular disease worsens prognosis. Management: medical. Diuretics relieve venous congestion. Salt restriction. Digoxin beta blockers for AF control. Anticoagulation if AF present. Interventional: percutaneous balloon tricuspid valvotomy, PBTV suitable for pliable, non-calcified valves, no significant TR. Surgical repair replacement, indicated in severe TS with symptoms, especially if other valves need surgery. ACC/AHA 2020 guidelines, intervention indicated for severe TS with symptoms or undergoing left-sided valve surgery. Prognosis: isolated TS, rare but good prognosis if corrected. Untreated, progressive systemic venous congestion leads to right HF cirrhosis. Post-valvotomy or replacement, symptomatic relief, good long-term outcome. Summary. 1. Common cause. Tricuspid stenosis is most commonly caused by rheumatic disease. 2. Hemodynamic hallmark. The key hemodynamic feature is a right atrium to right ventricle, RA/RV, gradient greater than 5 mmHg. 3. Murmur. It produces a diastolic rumble that increases with inspiration. 4. Best test. The most reliable test for diagnosis is 2D echocardiography with Doppler. 5. Definitive treatment. The definitive treatment is either percutaneous balloon tricuspid valvotomy, PBTV, or valve surgery.